preseason game, or the third preseason game, second home preseason game for the Denver Broncos against the Arizona Cardinals. We are about an hour out from kickoff. We've got few players on the field for Arizona. Right now, as far as Broncos are concerned, we've got kickers, holders, long snappers. Should be seeing some more Broncos players hitting the field here pretty soon. We'll just go ahead and wait a couple of moments here, get some people to start streaming on in here before we officially get underway. We got a few more Cardinals right there taking the field. Hopefully everybody is doing absolutely fantastic on this fine afternoon. Just make sure that we got some people actually streaming in here. I am not sure. I hope that this is actually public. I hope I didn't accidentally make this a private stream. That would have absolutely sucked. Okay, cool. We got some people in here. We are good. We are good. All right, Broncos country. So today, of course, is going to be a backup bowl for both the Denver Broncos as well as the Arizona Cardinals. We are not going to see Bo Nix in this game. We're not going to see Kyler Murray for the Cardinals. We're not going to see any starters on defense for the Denver Broncos. This is going to be all about opportunities for guys to make the active roster. This is going to be a big opportunity for guys like Zach Wilson, for guys like Samaje Perine, for guys like Brandon Johnson, Little Jordan Humphrey, pretty much anybody who is on the roster bubble right now for the Denver Broncos. This is going to be a massive opportunity for them to really prove themselves and showcase why they need to remain on this roster in some capacity, either be it the active roster or on the practice squad. We've got Dylan Earl in the house. Good to see you, Dylan, saying go Broncos. We've got Therese Ketchup in the house saying so excited to watch. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Before we officially get started, guys, if you could just do me a big favor, smash a like on this stream as well as subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. We got D-Rock in the house. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, guys, so jumping right into some of the top storylines from this game. Video is blurry. All right, well, let's see if we can... This is probably about as good as it's going to get, unfortunately. Welcome in, Dave. Good to see you. But jumping right in, as far as the quarterbacks are going to be concerned for today's game, Jarrett Stidham is going to get the start, and he's going to play for about the first 8 to 10 snaps. So first drive, possibly 2 drives, depending on how they go. And then after that, it is going to be Zach Wilson. Hi, guys. How you doing? So after that, it will indeed be Zach Wilson. He's going to play for most of the game. All right. We got some Broncos taking the field. Looks like returners. I see Michael Bandy, Chris Abrams-Drain. I see Blake Watson, Jalen Virgil. Looks like Tyler Beatty right there. So we got a few Broncos out here on the field. So for Zach Wilson, this is going to be a massive opportunity for him. This is going to be the opportunity for him to showcase why he should be the 2. He has not been the 2 since the first week of training camp. He has worked exclusively with the 3s. We got another guy out, Philip Dorsett. So Zach has worked exclusively with the 3s since the start of camp. He's going to have that opportunity today to work with the 2s and probably work with the 2s for most of the first half. He's going to be able to at least showcase that he can efficiently execute the offense, give you those splash plays, but at the same time, eliminate the negative plays. Don't leave any yards on the field like he did last week. He missed several last week against Green Bay, and that just showcased to me why he probably is not the backup quarterback for the Denver Broncos at this point in time. Jarrett Stidham is going to give you less of those splash plays, but he's going to give you more reliable plays in terms of just consistency. We got Crumble Cookies in the house. Broncos will win 34-2. Zach will get sacked in the end zone again. If the Broncos give up another safety, that's going to be frustrating. Another thing that's going to be frustrating frustrating is if they give up penalties. They gave up way too many penalties in the past 2 preseason games. Last week, I believe it was 13 penalties for 120 yards. That's ridiculous. Absolutely unacceptable. We cannot have that happen. So the Broncos are going to have to clean up the penalties. They just cannot continue to translate into the regular season. Another thing that the Broncos are going to have to clean up is just the turnovers. They did a pretty decent job of cleaning up for the most part, but they still had, obviously, the interception from Jarrett Stidham when the offensive line broke down. They had the safety from Zach Wilson, so the turnovers are definitely going to be needed cleaned up. Running back position, I'm going to be watching Samaje Perine a lot today. This is probably going to be a showcase game for Samaje Perine. Showcase why he provides value to another team. He's not going to make the roster for the Denver Broncos. He's just not. He's been usurped on the depth chart by guys such as Audric Estime and Jaleel McLaughlin. So I think that Samaje Perine's going to get a lot of looks today. Maybe showcase to a team like maybe his old team, the Cincinnati Bengals or Houston Texans, somebody like that, why they should give up a 7th round pick and trade for Samaje Perine. So I'll be definitely keeping an eye on him. I'll be keeping an eye on Blake Watson and Tyler Beatty as well. Right now, I think that Tyler Beatty has the leg up in terms of practice squad running back, but Blake Watson has a chance to kind of close that gap. We already talked about wide receivers. I'm going to be watching Brandon Johnson, Jalen Virgil, Little Jordan Humphrey, Michael Bandy, guys like that. Marvin Mims does not figure to play today. We got Dylan asking, how about Williams? He is probably not going to play today. In fact, I know he's not going to play today. It's going to be all backups. Good to see you, Maverick. Glad that you were at least able to pop in for a second. How are the stadium's improvements? Very noticeable. I mean, obviously, the giant-ass Jumbotron is the biggest one, but that was here a year ago. I can tell that the Wi-Fi is better. I have not tried any of the new concession items. I'll probably do that later today. I might go get some Blue Pan pizza. But yeah, I definitely can notice an improved Wi-Fi quality here in the stadium. Missed that stadium, was there for the Vikings game last year. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That was such a fun game to attend live. I think this is Zach Wilson's audition film for other teams. It doesn't seem like if Sean doesn't keep 3 quarterbacks. I do feel like Sean will keep 3 quarterbacks. I really do. The way he's been talking in the media, he likes this quarterback room the way it is right now. I think he's going to end up keeping 3 quarterbacks. Who are they playing? They're playing the Arizona Cardinals. Kenneth says, show me Bo Nix. He's not on the field right now. He was on the field earlier for warm-ups, but since he's not going to play today, yeah, he was on the field way earlier in the day for warm-ups, but he's not out there right now. Right now, it's just special teams guys and then a couple receivers and a couple of running backs on the field right now for Denver. There are a few more players for Arizona. Why do we always play the Cardinals in the preseason? Because they're geographically close to us and they like to play geographically close games. Bro, David, thank you so much for the 50 bones. Holy crap, dude. Thank you so much. Hats off to you, my friend. Says, grab a snack and go Broncos. I will definitely do that in your honor, man. I'm going to go grab some Blue Pan pizza later on at halftime. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. So if Vele doesn't play, he's making the 53. I would say so. I'd say Vele's probably already locked up his spot on the 53. Kim asked, why didn't you stream the Broncos game last week? Because it was a home game. I was here. So every home game, I'm here. Every road game, I'm at home streaming. All right. A few more guys taking the field. Some receivers. Looks like Brandon Johnson, Nate Atkins, David Sills, Lucas Kroll, Hunter Kampmoyer. Here comes Jarrett Stidham and Zach Wilson. Bo Nix not in uniform today. We're not going to see him. All right, getting ready to go here for warm-ups. Killing me, Smalls. Let's go, Eagles, Upchurch says. All right, guys. So other positions that I'm going to be keeping an eye on for this game is definitely the backup offensive line. The backup offensive line was sorely disappointing against Green Bay. From Alex Forsythe to Will Sherman to Alex Palczewski to pretty much everybody on that unit struggled out there. So I'm going to be watching them to see if there's just an overall improved level of play on the offensive line, because right now I'm concerned, particularly if somebody on the interior offensive line goes down, what's going to happen for the Denver Broncos. They just don't really have adequate depth on the interior. I think they've got a couple of good swing tackles in Matt Parrott and Alex Palczewski, but Will Sherman, Alex Forsythe, a lot of those guys I'm going to be watching big time, because those guys really need to step up if they're going to be swing interior offensive linemen for the Denver Broncos. Crumble says Beatty will score 3 touchdowns this game. I think Beatty's going to get a lot of good looks, especially once Samaje exits. I think Beatty's going to get a lot of good looks out there. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Scotty says this is actually pretty cool being at a game via YouTube. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. That's why I do these live streams from the game. Obviously, I know not everybody can make it. Not everybody's here in Denver, so I always like to bring the game action to you. Arizona, we got Kyler Murray, Desmond Ridder, Clayton Tune warming up over there. Not going to see Kyler in this game. Clayton Tune's going to start for Arizona. We'll see Desmond Ridder in the second half. So that's kind of the quarterback situation there for the Arizona Cardinals. But obviously, we're focusing on the Denver Broncos. We already talked about this is going to be a big-time game for Zach Wilson to get some snaps. Go ahead and stand up there. Jeremy, we're not going to get political here. We're not going to do any politics here. This is sports. There's a reason why I cover sports for a living and I don't get into politics. What channel is the game on? The game is going to be on CBS, and it's going to be kicking off at 2:30 p.m. Mountain Time. So in about 52 minutes, there's your countdown to kickoff right there. As far as the secondary is concerned, guys, looks like Riley Moss is not going to play in this game. So Damari Mathis is going to end up getting a lot of reps at boundary corner. Looks like Moss has indeed locked up that second boundary corner spot. Another guy we're going to be keeping a big time eye on is Troy Franklin. He needs the opportunity. Got a few more players taking the field. All right, we got a few more guys taking the field here. So yeah, it seems like Riley Moss has locked up that second boundary corner spot. Seems like Cody Barton has locked up the linebacker spot next to Josie Jewell. We've got a few more Cardinals taking the field. Tim Patrick is not going to be playing today, Aaron. Tim Patrick has secured his spot on the roster. We don't need to see more of him till week 1, so he is not going to play. Got the officials down there. Yes, I do pay for each individual ticket to come to the games. Yes. That's where some of my YouTube ad revenue goes each month, is to get tickets to come here. Yes, Alex Singleton, I mean. Did I say Josie Jewell? Sorry, I didn't mean to say Josie Jewell. I meant to say Alex Singleton. You guys know what I meant. How's the weather? It's hot. It's definitely hot. I'm in the shade, so I can't complain, but I wouldn't want to be over there on the east side, and I definitely wouldn't want to be on the field right now. It's hot. Might get some thunderstorms later on this afternoon. Final position battle gonna watch is the punter battle between Riley Dixon and Trenton Gill. I think right now Dixon is the more consistent player, so he's probably gonna end up getting it, but Trenton Gill can give you more of those explosive punts. There's Gill right there, number 47. You're at the game right now? Oh, right on. What section are you? I am here in section 101 today. Yep, I'm on the west side of the stadium in section 101. Barry, welcome in from England. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. I really appreciate it. Section 121? Okay. So, there we go. There's section 121. Hello. Right on. All right, guys. So, just gonna kind of let you guys take in some of this game atmosphere here. Over here, we've got quarterbacks warming up. Sorry, it's shaky. Jarrett Stidham, Zach Wilson. There's Zach over here. And again, guys, this is, I hate to be this dramatic about it, but it is true. For some of these guys out here, it's going to be the last time that they're ever hitting a football field. This is a big opportunity for guys who are on the roster bubble to really showcase why they need to make this team on both sides. And I'm not only going to be paying attention to the Broncos side here, I'm going to be paying attention to who might stand out for Arizona. If somebody plays well on the Arizona side and they end up hitting the waiver wire, I'm going to explore guys the Broncos might be potentially interested in claiming. I always watch every single preseason game from every team kind of with a scouting hat on, because I like to see who might get claimed later on. Do you like living in Denver? I do. Denver is my favorite city on the planet. I love this city. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Such a young, fun city, a lot of awesome energy. Yeah, man, anytime you get a chance to travel to Denver if you don't live here, come try to catch a Broncos game. It is such an awesome experience. We've got Armac in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. 70 people in the house, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, guys. We're going to probably start wrapping up the pregame show here. Oh, there's Greg Dulcich right there. He doesn't figure to see any action today. I'm trying to find Bo Nix. I'm not sure exactly where he is right now. There's all the quarterbacks. I'm in Washington State. Can't wait till they come up here and whoop the Sea Chickens. Oh, that's going to be a really fun game. I wanted to travel out to Seattle when they played there in 2022 with Russ, but it just didn't come together. My goal is to be able to go to a game at every single NFL stadium. Right now, I've been to one. Yeah, I'm not seeing Bo Nix down there. Not sure exactly where he is right now. There's pretty much the full crew for the Arizona Cardinals. Well, I know he's not playing today, but he'd still be down there with his teammates. Just in street clothes, not in full uniform. As a California resident who has visited Denver and Colorado, Denver is 10 times better than Cali. I mean, Cali seems like a place I would enjoy, but I like Colorado. Colorado kind of is almost like California in the mountains. All right, here comes the rest of the team. Offensive and defensive linemen. There we go. Alrighty, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Before we dip out of here, guys, if you could just do me a big favor and leave a like on this stream, as well as subscribe and ring the bell, I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out. It helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. We are going to be back here live for the post-game show once the game is over. So really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much to David for the $50. Really appreciate it, dude. Gonna go take up your offer and go grab a snack. Thank you so much. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying down.